The whole country is shocked about what happened to the Kolkata doctor. The brutal rape and murder of the doctor has put the complete country into shame. There have been a lot of discussions and debates going on this topic. While talking about this incident, few of my friends came up with the suggestion that why can't we teach martial arts to girls so that they can protect themselves when these type of incidents are going to occur. So that's the whole thing I'm going to discuss in this video. Can martial arts be a lifesaver for women when they are in danger? I am going to split the contents into three main categories and going to elaborately discuss them in detail. Point number 1. Teaching martial arts to girls and all women so that they could protect them from these type of dangers. I would say that could be the worst and silly suggestions of all time. You guys may be wondered, being a martial artist, how can you say this statement? I am saying this statement because I am a martial artist. Because as a martial artist, I know what are the limitations of martial art. Because the term itself says it's a martial art. It's an art. It helps you to stay fitter, to stay healthier, to keep your mind focused and to provide you a lot of health, physical and mental benefits. But if you are trying to use that as a war technique, trust me guys, in real life we may fail miserably. Because if you want to master the art of self-defense, then it takes years and years of dedicated practice. Your body, your muscles, your joints, everything needs to be strong. By having a strong physique, then only you can use the technique so that it could help you when you are in danger. Instead of doing that, if you simply practice some techniques by attending a summer camp or by doing these type of trainings for a shorter period of time, you may learn the technique, but for applying the technique, you should have a strong fundamentals. If your fundamentals are not clear, then these techniques are of no use. Because learning a technique is like polishing a sword. But polishing itself doesn't make that a good sword. For a sword to be good, the material has to be strong, it has to be well treated, it has to be well tempered, it has to be well cured, the handle has to be good, it should have its proper construction, etc., everything. Once it is physically solid and structurally strong, then polishing it will give you an added advantage when you are into war. Instead, if you have a very flimsy material, the material is not hard enough, there is no handle, and if you are sharpening it, that is not going to give you any advantage in a war situation. So that is what is exactly going to happen here. Instead of getting your fundamentals strong, learning a simple technique is not at all going to help you. Even the great martial artist in the world, Jackie Chan, will fight with 1 or 2 people max at a time. If there are more than 3 people, he also will use to run. Because that's the maximum ability of a human person. So just learning an art is not going to help you when your life is in danger. Even with years and years of practice and dedicating his life for martial arts, if Jackie Chan is running away, then think about us. Think about us in front of Jackie Chan, how much skilled we are. So never ever get into this misconception that learning a martial art for a short period of time can help you to save your life when you are in a danger situation. That too when your enemies are more than 1 in number. Now coming to point number 2, there is a psychological major disadvantage when you are learning only these type of martial art techniques. Because when we don't know any of these techniques, then we get cautious about the environment and situations. If we see a lonely environment, we will immediately call our friends or family for our protection. Also, we will avoid going in the danger at the dark when we don't know any of these techniques. But learning these few techniques triggers in our mind that okay, I know martial arts, I know these techniques, so I can protect when I am in danger. So this type of blind belief and incomplete knowledge may put us into some unwanted threats. Because it gives us a false confidence that I know this technique so I can protect myself. But in real life, when the situation became worse, it is not going to help us. So psychologically, learning these techniques in a shorter period of time is also going to create us a lot of harm and lot of danger. Finally, the third and most important point. Imagine what type of society we are living in. The women are in danger, their safety is into threat, and we are also asking the women to learn martial art techniques to protect them. Already women are psychologically impacted by these type of incidents that are happening throughout the day. Over to that, we are also insisting the women and putting more pressure on them to learn martial arts so that they can be saved by themselves. Is it not as a society our responsibility to provide a safer and healthier environment for women? Please think about that. How much we are going to put pressure onto women? For a few minutes, get into a woman's shoe and think that you cannot get out of your home if you don't know martial arts, if you don't have a pepper spray in your wallet, or if you don't have some electric discharges to protect you, if you don't have a pocket knife, then it is not safe for you to get out of your home. Think how much pressure as a society we are inducing into women. This is not at all going to help them physically, mentally and psychologically in a longer period of time. As a society, it is our responsibility to provide a safe and healthier environment for our women. Now if you ask me how to ensure the protection of women, the best solution would be the brutal and cruel punishments these culprits would receive. So that anybody who sees and hears about this punishment must dare to even think about committing one. When we talk about cruel punishment, somebody in the name of human rights will come and say that, no, how can the punishments be cruel? We should also give the opportunity for culprits to realize their mistake and to get back into normal life, etc. and etc. For those people, I would like to say just only one thing. When you are commenting, when you are talking in the favor of the culprits, please think from the victim's perspective. If the victim is your daughter or your sister or your wife or your mother, will you still be coming back and defending them and asking them for a chance so that they could come back and live a normal life? Will you still be defending them? Will you still be saying that these people also have human rights? Always remember, whenever we give solution for a problem, be in the victim's side before you say any comments. Nowadays, a lot of protests are going throughout the country for support of the Kolkata doctor and for giving deadly punishments to the rapist. My humble recommendation to everyone is, instead of just protesting whenever there is an incident like this, because the protests happened when the Kolkata incident happened, the protest also happened when there was an incident for Asifa, the protest happened when there was an incident for Nirbhaya, and whenever there is a situation like this, when such incident comes, the protests happen and after sometimes the protest decays. But the situation is the same and still these incidents are keep on repeating. So my suggestion here is, these protests should keep on continuing until our law changes and makes the punishment more deadly and more tragic for the culprits. And this punishment must be given immediately rather than putting it hold for a longer period of time. And also, these type of executions must be done in a public place and it has to be recorded and displayed live on televisions and all social medias, so that whoever sees this punishment should never ever imagine of committing one in future. And by bringing a change in the law for providing cruel punishments is the only way we could ensure the safety of our sisters, mothers and daughters. Instead, if the government keeps giving a sewing machine and 10,000 rupees like they gave for the Nirbhaya rapist, then there is nowhere these crimes can come to an end. Remember what Mahatma Gandhi had said, the day when a woman can go freely on the road at the night and come back safely is the day we have attained independence. So let us all unite and fight for bringing that type of a peaceful situation for all our fellow citizens.